Most people think picking a cat is about fur color or breed. They're wrong. The biggest decision you'll ever make as a cat owner? Male or female. And almost nobody talks about what actually changes. Here's what most owners never realize: their cat's entire personality structure is shaped by this one factor. We're talking about bonding styles, territorial instincts, emotional needs, and one signal at number 7 that could explain everything confusing about your cat right now. Stick around, we're covering all of it. If you're watching this, you're not a casual owner. You're someone who actually wants to understand what's happening inside your cat's head. Most of us grew up understanding dogs. A dog tells you everything loudly. Your cat speaks a completely different language. And most owners never learn it. But here's the thing: male and female cats don't just speak different dialects. They speak entirely different emotional frameworks. You're probably missing at least 3 of these differences right now. This is for people who want to truly understand their cat, not just live with them. Thing 1: bonding style. Most owners assume male cats are friendlier because they're more physically affectionate. But here's what's actually happening. Male cats bond outwardly. Female cats bond deeply. You've seen it. Your female cat sits across the room, watching you silently for an hour straight. She doesn't follow you around. She doesn't demand pets. She simply monitors you. A 2019 study from the University of Vienna found cats form secure attachments, and female cats showed more focused, sustained attention toward their owners than males. Most owners think she's indifferent. Indifference is not what that is. If you mistake that quiet watching for coldness, you'll misread her loyalty for months. The fix. Tonight, sit in a room without calling her. Count how many minutes before she relocates near you. That number tells you everything. Thing 2: territorial logic. Everyone assumes male cats are the territorial ones. But here's what's actually happening. Females are territorial about space. Males are territorial about social access. You've seen your male cat follow house guests around obsessively, sniffing, circling, inserting himself. He doesn't growl at the door. He doesn't guard corners. He manages relationships instead. Research in applied animal behavior science found that unneutered male cats have ranges up to 10 times larger than females. They claim people, not rooms. Most owners think he's just friendly. Friendly is only part of it. Ignore this difference and you'll set up a multi-cat household completely wrong. The fix. Watch which cat controls the furniture positioning and which controls who gets access to you. They're doing completely different jobs. Thing 3: stress responses. Most people assume female cats are more nervous because they hide more during stress. But here's what's actually happening. Female cats process stress internally. Male cats externalize it immediately. You've seen your male cat spray, fight, or knock things off tables during household disruption. He doesn't suppress it. He doesn't wait. He responds right now. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine found that male cats show stress through overt behavioral changes 40% more frequently than females in new environments. Most owners think females handle stress better. Handling it quietly is not the same thing. That internalized stress in females builds silently and shows up as illness before it shows up as behavior. The fix. After any big household change, watch your female cat's eating pattern for 72 hours. Appetite shifts before anything else does. If this is already changing how you see your cat, hit the like button. Subscribe. This channel is for people who want to understand their cat, not just own one. Thing 4: affection currency. Most owners believe male cats are more loving because they initiate physical contact more. But here's what's actually happening. Male cats give affection on impulse. Female cats give it as deliberate choice. You've seen it. Your female approaches you exactly once in an evening, presses her head against your hand, then walks away. She doesn't linger. She doesn't repeat it. One moment. Intentional. Complete. Studies on feline social behavior at the University of Lincoln found female cats initiate contact less frequently but sustain it with more consistent eye contact, a deeper trust signal in feline communication. Most owners feel rejected by the brevity. Brevity is not rejection. Miss this and you'll spend years thinking she doesn't love you the way she actually does. The fix. Next time she approaches you once and leaves, don't call her back. Just receive it. That was the full message. Thing 5. Emotional intelligence. Most people assume males and females process human emotions the same way. But here's what's actually happening. Female cats read human emotional states with measurably higher accuracy. You've come home exhausted and said nothing, and your female cat was already on your lap before you sat down. She didn't wait for a cue. She didn't need one. She already knew. A 2015 study at Oakland University found female cats were significantly more likely to approach owners who were displaying negative emotional states and to adjust their behavior accordingly. Most owners call this coincidence. Coincidence doesn't happen every single time. Ignore this capacity and you'll never understand why she behaves completely differently on your hard days. The fix. Pay attention to which days she initiates contact without being called. Those are the days you needed it most, she already knew. Thing 6. Play motivation. Most owners think male cats play more because they're naturally more energetic. But here's what's actually happening. Males play to practice dominance. Females play to practice precision. You've watched your female stalk a toy feather for 4 full minutes without pouncing once. She doesn't rush. She doesn't tire of the hunt. She perfects the angle first. Research on feline predatory behavior found female cats show 60% longer stalking sequences before striking, a deeply ingrained survival efficiency from their role as primary hunters in the wild. Most owners think she's being lazy. Patience is not laziness. Push high energy, chaotic play on a female cat and you'll create anxiety, not excitement. The fix. Use a slow-moving wand toy tonight. Let her dictate the pace entirely. Watch what she actually enjoys versus what she merely tolerates. Thing 7. Pain and illness signals. Most owners assume they'll notice quickly when their cat is unwell. But here's what's actually happening. Female cats mask pain and illness more completely than males. You've seen her eat a little less, groom a little longer, sleep in a slightly different spot. Nothing dramatic. Nothing obvious. Just small, quiet shifts in ordinary behavior. A study in PLOS 1 analyzing veterinary case data found that female cats were brought in for illness on average 2.3 days later than males because their symptoms were less visible earlier. Most owners think subtle means minor. Subtle means hidden. By the time a female cat shows obvious signs of illness, it has usually been building for over a week. The fix. Don't watch for dramatic signals. Watch for pattern breaks. Same spot. Same time. Same appetite. Any deviation is the signal. Thing 8. The relationship long game. Most owners think the cat that loves them most is the one most physically present. But here's what's actually happening. Female cats invest in you differently, and it compounds over time. You've noticed it in older female cats especially. They don't just coexist with you. They study you. They know your schedule without being taught it. They know your moods without being told them. They know your routines better than you do. Research on long-term human-cat relationships found that female cats showed stronger behavioral synchronization with their owners after 2 years, mirroring schedules, sleep cycles, and emotional patterns. Most owners think familiarity creates this. Familiarity doesn't explain mirroring. Ignore this, and you'll never realize how deeply your female cat has shaped herself around your life. The fix. Watch your cat's sleep schedule this week. If it matches yours, that didn't happen by accident. None of this makes you a bad owner. Everything you missed came from the same place caring without having the right information. And that thing I teased at the very beginning, the signal that explains everything confusing about your cat, it's the quiet watching from across the room. That's not distance. That's devotion. Your cat chooses you. Every single day. Male or female, the language is different. The loyalty is exactly the same. But what happens when your cat suddenly stops choosing you, stops watching, stops mirroring, stops initiating? That's the next video. Subscribe. This is a place for people who see their cat as more than just an animal. And leave a comment. Do you have a male or a female cat? And did any of these differences surprise you? I want to know.